And hey folks, how you doing? Durinde back with you. We're continuing our Let's Play of Stellaris. Star Trek New Horizons. Glad to have you along as we try to figure out what to do next. It's 2271. Let's take a look at a few things. Bajor, I'm pretty sure there's nothing else we can do there. Actually, for most of our planets, I'm pretty sure there's not much we can do except for Signet Prime, which is the planet that we're still developing. Looks like we do have a pop coming in. So what are we going to do? I'd like to build up Unity a little bit more, and the reason for that is I want to get our next Unity unlocked. 16 months away. I want to get my hands on those Ascension perks because I haven't played Stellaris too deep into the Ascension perks, and I want to see how that kind of works out. So Signet Prime, we will build a heroic landmark in this tile, and we'll have that pop work it. Okay, what is our standing in the universe right now? We're looking at relative power, and that's not how strong your uncle is. It is, okay, so we're still a bit middling. The biggest threat right now is the Borg. Are they still at war with the Vadawar? They are. I can't believe the Vadawar still exist. They super don't like us. Next down, who'd have thought, the Ferengi, superior firepower. Agathari equivalent, Breen, fleet power equivalent. That's mainly what I'm looking at, is the fleet power equivalency. So that's fine. Federation is okay. I don't have to worry about the Cardassians because they're now on our side. I'm still, I've been doing this for like 6 episodes, kind of eyeing the Tholian territories, because I'd like to have like them as a buffer between us and all this nonsense that's going on here. We have a couple of buffers right now. We have the Temerians. They're a little bit of a buffer. However, we're playing touchy-touchy with the Orions. They're also something that I'd like to take out. Another consideration, a major consideration, is we do have the Planet Eater going around and messing up Trill space. The art exhibit edict affecting Moose City Prime has expired. Do we want another one of those? I'm assuming that's a society boost. Yeah, actually this is more favored engineering world. So can we do the prototype technology? That only costs 70, so actually we will do both of those, so we get a boost to those technologies. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the Planet Eater is going to do. I'm kind of I keep hoping that he's going to take a swing north and go into the Tzatzikithi Coalition territory. May not happen. If he starts moving south, could definitely be in trouble. We probably do have like a couple of systems, which is one jump away for him or one warp trip. So that's kind of scary. We are still rebuilding our fleet after the big battle for the Pollux system. We're getting there, though. We're at 8.4. We did build one of the major... oh, we have the Coalition? Nice. Okay. Let's recruit an Admiral, Evasion, and Sublight Speed. Sure.
Affirmative.
And we're probably going to want to upgrade these. Oh, man. 1,800 to do that, hey? We'll leave them in Trill space for now, because I have been eyeing this system. There's this crystalline entity with 3.3k fleet power. There's also a couple of potential habitable planets. The Class Y is probably not going to do us for it, but there is a Class M planet there. And if we work fast... there is the possibility that we could jump in and grab a little bit of territory there. May not make the Trill too happy because it's right in the middle of Trill territory, but anyway. How are the Beta Z doing? Haven't talked to them in a while. Minus 53. Wow, they super don't like us right now. Why not? Threat allied to rivals. Or the rivals? The Trill? The Trill have actually been kind of aggressive in this game. They were the ones who went to war with the Temerians. Okay.
The spirits have granted us.
We do have a couple of things researched. Black Hole Observatory, okay. Army speed Build speed and cost go down if we take this. I kind of like the idea of that. And for physics, what do we have? PS relays. We'll take this because it's the cheaper of the technologies. Okay. Lidarians have done an ethics shift. I don't think we've had any major shifts. I mean, we do have a couple of factions. We have the Janellian Order. There are 73 who have the most support. They're mostly happy. Let's see what their issues are. Pious, that's us. Psionic, they would like us to adopt mind over matter ascension. The fact that we don't have any aliens, even though we do have we do have out-migration treaties with a couple of species, but nobody has moved in, so they're okay about that. Religious schooling, we must show students the true way. They must know the way. Cultural artifacts, importing artifacts from off-worlds would please them. The second one, who has the most support? These guys. Indirect xenology. No purges. Well, we haven't done any. All refugees welcome. Do we not have a refugee policy? Policies and edicts. Liberation wards. Food stockpiling. I can actually bump that up a bit. Orbital bombardment precision. Yep. I'm fine with that. Native interference. Resettlement. Alien weapon. Okay, yeah, still eating planets. First contact is peaceful. Border status is open. Robotic workers have been outlawed. Core world population, all species. Yep. Refugees. We will allow refugees. Slavery is prohibited. Slavery, a big no-no for the Bajorian people. Well, maybe that might be different in this universe because we took out over the Cardassians. So yeah, what's going on in this system now? Probably get like a little land. Yeah, it's breaking apart, man. It's breaking apart. Still a few more planets in that system, so that thing's probably going to be hanging around there for a while. We do want to upgrade the Coalition fleet. As expensive as that is, I think it's the right thing to do. So they're at 4K. This thing is 3.3. I mean, I could send the Coalition fleet after that entity thing, and I wouldn't be losing any of my own ships. But I don't want the Coalition fleet to be that weak at the same time, because we would want it for like wars and stuff. How are these guys doing? We gave them association status last time. Can't invite them to the Coalition because they really have a hate-on for the Temerians for whatever reason. We do have a couple of ships coming up this way. What else is going on? Technologies. This comes up in 2 months. Reduces the cost of mining stations. I don't mind that at all. Okay, so that's still being built. This is the Titanic life. I mean, we could build some Titan armies. And then we could perform attacks with Titans. Don't know, though. I don't know. What else could we do aside from just waiting for minerals? I think we can afford to speed things up at this point. So yeah, you guys get yourselves upgraded. I haven't really contributed to the Coalition fleet in any other way. I haven't built any ships or anything. So this is how I can contribute. I can upgrade the ships for them. So they're at 4K right now. Our main fleet is at 8.4K. Mining station build cost goes down. Engineering speed. What is Exceed Archaeology? Produces. Okay, so it's a building. I do like doubling down on like the engineering though. It's gonna take us a long while, but that's one of those technologies that kind of pay off in the long term. Just keep getting those engineering boosts whenever I can. So. That way I can knock off like a whole bunch of the cheaper technologies pretty quick.
Are fighting amongst themselves.
The Hakonians and the Verlilians? Who dat? Harkon. Where are they? They're all the way up there, okay. Again, still can't believe that the Vadawar still exists.
The non-believers are fighting amongst
The
themselves.
Kazon and the Vividians also fighting as well. That's fine, they can do that. Have you guys started your upgrade yet? I guess they're building something in the Trill station. That's why they haven't started the upgrade yet. Military power. Where's the station? No, that's their fleet. Station. Here? No orders. Why are they hurting? Strange. Okay. What's going on here? You're still munching on that, okay? I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you to that then. Anything else we want to do? We could do a starbase upgrade. We need a whole bunch of more minerals, though. And of course, we're going to lose a big chunk of these minerals once this fleet actually decides to do their upgrades. Whenever that happens. Okay. What else is going on in the universe? Is something wrong in the world today? Not much, really. Not much. Are the Romulans still fighting the Federation? It looks like they're losing. Romulans. That's going to end soon. The war exhaustion's starting to creep up for both sides. Really, you guys are still not... Oh, they are upgrading. So what are they at right now? They're at 4K. Oh, they're upgrading their fleets right now. Okay, that's why we haven't started our upgrades yet. Okay. The only thing is, I don't want to spend anything else until that chunk of minerals gets removed and I get like a better sense of how much cash we have. Can I do anything with Angler? Armor plating, hangar bay, torpedoes. Nothing really worth pursuing at this point. How far are we from this? Okay. Ascension perk coming up at the end of this month. That's exciting. Oh, Fendamar have quite... No. That's too... They have pretty much the same color for both groups. +5. You guys don't want to do a trade deal for minerals, do you? If it is, it's going to be a small trade. Nope. Okay. Vadawar have made peace with the Nordicans. I take it they're still fighting the Borg, though? Yep. Okay. And there is our tradition. We can build the Alien Visitor Center now. What does that do? Reduces border friction. That's not really a huge concern for us right now. World Shaper to carefully shape and alter the ecosystem, so that reduces terraforming cost. I'm not really worried about the cost. We don't really have the technology for that. Starbase expansion, starbase buildings, galactic contender. The unaffected races citing the ruins, fearful damage to unaffected races, mind over matter, unity output. Yes, we'll double down on that. I was saying I was going to take the terraforming one, but not this time, it seems. Not this time. Where are you guys? You're all the way over there. Where's our other science ship, Musetti? Is there like a special project here? It's already been researched, okay.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright. Recruitment drive is done. Let's do clone armies. And just kind of get that knocked off. Our plate. Has the fleet been upgraded yet? Preparing for upgrades. Preparing for upgrades. Returning to orbit. No orders. No orders. I almost feel like the best thing to do is bring these guys down and do the upgrades myself. Because otherwise we're going to be waiting forever and a day, apparently, for Trill Space to figure out what the hell that they're doing. Okay, so you're still eating that.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Neutronic computer resettlement cost. Sure, we'll take one of these. Not quite sure what they do, but we can actually upgrade our main fleet now for 2,000 minerals. Yeah, we're going to be doing that over the Coalition fleet for sure. So we're at 8.4k right now. Actually, we can... should be able to merge. Maybe. Transport fleet, don't care. You guys, though. There you go. Actually, we'll get them to follow our main fleet for now. Upgrading. So 9.1. We'll see what that ends up being once that's done. If we're 10k, I might just move in on this entity thing, especially with the Coalition fleet backing us up. Probably send the Coalition fleet in first, actually, to kind of suck up the damage, and then we would come in after. 25, 3 months for that, okay. Nothing too exciting. What are we losing for energy credits right now? Building upkeep is the biggest thing. Seek spiritual guidance. See if we can get unity. No. Never mind. 105 months until our next unlock. What are we going to take next? Prosperity, maybe? Shipyard build cost. Reduces commerce and housing construction. Empire energy generation. Yeah, so we'll probably take prosperity next. Would seem to work for us. There's also this thing still going on in that system. How have the Cardassians... so they have a 4k fleet. You guys have a 3k fleet. The Trill have about 5k worth of ships right now. So we are getting built up again in terms of strength. I don't know. I keep looking at the size of the Tholians, and I keep seeing like a long drawn-out war. So I'm almost thinking the Orions might be our next... now they have an alliance with the Rigilians. How strong are the Rigilians? Everything is inferior. And they have a single system. So yeah,
The spirits
maybe.
have granted us new wisdom.
Okay, clone armies are done. Apparently they're making a new Star Wars Clone Wars movie too, like based on the older 3D cartoon. That's kind of cool. Frontier Hospital? Sure. Yes, we still want to upgrade you folks. And you guys are still working on that? 40? Yeah, it's going to take a while since it's quite a few ships. Quite a few ships. Okay. So they are, what? A couple of 2k flings. Alioth. I mean, none of these planets are inhabited, so they get blowed up, I guess. Pretty laissez-faire attitude to take towards it, but... or laissez-faire. Anyway. Kazon refugees arrive. They're welcome here. The only spot that they can go is this planet,
The
though.
non-believers are fighting amongst
Now,
themselves.
this is probably going to anger one of our factions. Oh, as long as they're pious, they don't care. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing they're at Signet. Where are these refugees? Not seeing them. Or do they have like their own science ship? Thought they might have a colonization ship or something. Who's at war? The Borg and the Nordicans. Okay, so how strong are the Nordicans? Where are the Nordicans? Who are the Nordicans? N. Nordican Harmony. Fleet power is inferior. 5 planets. They like us. Oh, they're right next to Borg space. Okay. Well, RIP you guys, I guess. It's pretty crass, eh? Okay. How are we doing with our upgrades here? 60? Really? Super slow. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure where these Kazon folk are ending up, but I'm not seeing any of them on any of our planets. Okay. Anyway. What else can we do?
Yes.
How strong are you guys considered now, by the way? Fleet power is pathetic. Pathetic. Bajor Station. Still doing the upgrades. 78, 79. How much is it for you to build a destroyer? 1,400. So we would need to double our minerals at that point. Admiral gains trait, fleet logistician. Awesome. That means that they use less resources. I'm always pro that trait. And that's our rookie, too. The 73-year-old rookie who has not fought. I think they may have been in 1 or 2 battles, but I don't know. We got some people who are long in the tooth. 7 months for that. Signet. Yeah, I was kind of... When I saw that refugee pop up, I thought we might get like a pop somewhere, but there's nowhere for them to go, as far as I can tell. Okay, so you're building that, you're upgrading that. 2.42 a month. It's going to be a few more months for that.
Our ships have been improved.
Okay, 9.6. I think they were like 9.4 before. And they're doing their upgrades. They're 4.5 right now.
Our ships have been
5.5.
improved.
That was a big jump. Okay. Well, just so we do something in this episode. Okay, we want you guys to follow you. Actually, no, I want the other way around with this. I want the coalition fleet to go ahead first and soak up the damage. And we got to remember that we have to send in our sign ship like right away, so we can be the first one to get the survey done. And then that also means that we're the first one that can build a station there, and that means that we're the only group that can drop a colony into that system. That's the plan, anyway. That is the plan. Is it actually going to work out? I'm not sure. But we'll try it. We will try it. These guys have been in space for like a billion years. How old is this guy? 76. They've been in that system for like the last 25 years. 93 months. Oh yeah, it's still... I didn't really see a big jump in Unity. Doesn't feel like it. Anyway, just want to see here. Okay, so this fleet is going in first. Good. 1,400. Do we have enough to build another destroyer? Because we're probably going to lose some ships here. Not yet. At the end of this month, though, we can start building another one. Or I could try to save up to like 5,000 and do a starbase upgrade. We're 170 out of 269 for fleet strength, though. I'd like to get that filled up if we could. Hard to say what to do at this point in the game. Hard to say. And looking at the time, that looks like it for this episode. So next episode, we're going to be seeing that fight in this system, and also hopefully we can start developing it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, think about liking the video, think about subscribing to the channel. I'm actually hoping that on the 7th, we're going to be going back to both an episode of Hero U and an episode of Stellaris each day. We'll see how that works out. Hopefully it does work out, though. Take care. Have yourself a great day.